Hey, you guys. Good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are. Could be good evening, but I am in my driveway again. I just got off work and I am pretty tired. But I wanted to do the devotional because I don't like to leave the devotional out. So I'm not sure how your day is going, but hopefully there can be some wisdom imparted upon you through this devotional I'm about to deliver, and maybe the Holy Spirit will show up in a pretty cool way, which he often does. Bear with me. Like I said, I am tired, but guys, we're about a week before Christmas. I think it's about a week, a little less than a week, right? Coming to the end of a new year, and this devotional really goes well, I think, with a new year. And I know there's just so much cliche attached to New Year's. I am a New Year's Eve baby, so my birthday is New Year's Eve. It's pretty cool. It actually was not a fun birthday when I was a kid, because I would always get that Christmas slash New Year's Eve Christmas slash birthday present. But I can't complain because every year now as an adult, I get to pretend when I look around that everybody's celebrating my birthday on New Year's Eve. There's always people, throwing hats and, drinking champagne and celebrating. So it's kind of fun in that way. So it's a birthday. I hear you. He says it's a birthday that I've grown into, right? And, just like the faith walk, we grow into our journeys as well. I hear you. He says we're all growing into our birthdays. Wow, you guys, it never blows my mind. It never ceases to blow my mind. Sorry, I'm tired. When he shows up like that. So he said, guys, we're all growing into our birthdays, and actually our birthdays are not the day we were actually physically born. It's the day we were born again, right? So look at your faith journey, no matter where you are, no matter what you're waiting for or what God's spoken to you, as a journey of growing into your birthday. Okay. The new year is, like I said, it can be cliche because everyone's like, oh, I'm going to do this, and it lasts like a month and that's it. But, I have learned that there have been times in my life where I was a procrastinator, and I still battle here and there when I overachieve, because you have to be careful not to overachieve. One of the best one of the most effective things I've learned about getting things done is to do one thing at a time, especially if you have an anxious brain or an anxious attachment, or any kind of anxiousness or post-traumatic stress. When you do too much at once, now you can multitask, but I will tell you that there's studies that show that's not really that great for your brain. So ultimately, you want to make sure. I know for me, I did that my whole life just because I am an overachiever. And but I have also learned that what will get done will get done, especially, I hear you, since I've started to live for kingdom purposes and my kingdom mantle. So it's been so awesome, and it's kept me, since I've done so much healing in my trauma with being a widow and so much else, doing one thing at a time and getting done what you can. And I hear you, making sure you're checking with God. I do that now. I don't always remember, but I'm getting better at waking up and saying, okay, God, this is for your glory. What do I need to get done today? And you do that, and until you accomplish that, then that's it. It's kind of like when I wrote my book, I would write until I was blocked and I couldn't write anymore. There were days honestly, in the majority of my book, I shut myself in a room and wrote it in honestly, 4 or 5 days. But then there were parts I had to edit. But either way, I did what I could do, and that was it. And then the Holy Spirit would say, okay, you're done with that. So I would tell you this too. There are studies that show that if you do 10 different things only at 20% capacity, you're probably not going to accomplish it much. So give 100% to one thing at a time, or maybe two, because it could be in different areas of your life. It's going to tie in the devotional, you guys, don't worry. Because some could be in your relationships, your marriages, your children, your being a parent. Other areas of your life could be, your career, your calling, things like that. So some could be in your health, your fitness. So you can have more than one thing, but give 100% to each thing and area of your life. Okay. And just don't overshoot. You know what I mean? Because when you can't accomplish something, that starts to wear and tear on your self-esteem, because you think, I didn't accomplish that because, well, you tried to do too much at one time. And I hear you. It's better to do one thing at a time. So we're all growing into our birthdays. Let's do it by doing one thing at a time as we become born again, as we become kingdom called and equipped for what God has always planned for us. That Jeremiah 29:11. Let me read the devotional. Fits really well into this as we go into the new year and into the Christmas season, not Christmas season, Christmas day. Find joy in something new. And this is interesting, you guys, because I did a prophetic word that now is almost at 1,000 hearts within only less than 2 days. Y'all, I knew that word was going to be powerful, but it's truly blowing my mind. I'm so glad it's blessing so many of you. But that was about Isaiah 43:19, and this one is about Isaiah 43:19. So let's see. These are the days of discovery. You will discover me in hidden places. And I mentioned this yesterday, but when I was driving to work yesterday, a license plate pulled out in front of me. I couldn't get a picture, but it said hidden. So he's amazing. He's just amazing. I am calling you into new experiences, into adventures of life and spirit. Life isn't meant to be boring and monotonous. It's yours to enjoy. I want you to ask me to lead you into these times and places of adventure, both great and small. Why? Because we don't want to despise small beginnings. I have learned this as well. I used to daydream all the time. I used to be such a dreamer like Joseph in the Bible, but I will tell you now that I see how God has equipped me to slowly go into the things I always knew that weren't just dreams in my life, but they were visions. Now that I know that, I realize if I had tried to accomplish them back then with the person I was, oh my goodness, God is so good. I was not ready. I was not ready emotionally, spiritually, physically, just in any way. And it's wild because I'm older than I've ever been, right? But it's true. You can just trust him that he knows how to prepare you, but you have to give him your yes. And that's a big deal, guys. If you give him your yes, I would just tell you, be ready for giving him your yes, right? Anybody out there shaking their head knows what I'm talking about. It's time to step away from the security of what you've known. Do something new. Embrace radical change. Challenge yourself and become comfortable with discomfort. I love that. Become comfortable with discomfort. And one good thing about, I don't want to say trauma, but one good thing about going through hell with a smile, I'll just be honest, is that you start to get used to those Job seasons where you have to be careful because you, like my mentor teaches, you got to recalibrate your heart because you start to not trust when good things happen. So you have to ask the Father to give you a recalibrated heart because you've gone through those tough seasons. But you do get something good from it, which is you become comfortable handling when discomfort comes your way. So it's not so much of a shock to your system. You're like, oh, well, I know for me as a widow and other things I've gone through, I'm kind of at a point now where I'm like, yes, things can still affect me, but I'm ultimately able to bring myself back and go, it ain't worse than what that was. Things can always be worse than what we think, of course, but I would just tell you, it's like when you work out or you train, the weights don't get heavier, you just get stronger. Wow, that's so true. So get comfortable with discomfort. It's like when weights don't get heavier, but you get stronger. You get stronger in the discomfort and you don't fear it as much. And your spirit becomes like weight training. It just becomes stronger to handle it. Look at fear and laugh in its face. Just like you laugh in Satan's face, laugh at fear, because who gives us fear? Satan. So laugh. Do things you've been too afraid to attempt. Separate, I will tell you in the new year, guys, do it. Because once you get used to that feeling of doing something that scares the crap out of you, sorry, I'm just being honest, that scares the crap out of you, you just are like, well, I faced that fear and now I'm not scared of it anymore. It's like your Goliath moment, okay? Throw the stone, right? But you got to walk up to Goliath first. I hear you, Holy Spirit. So find out who your Goliath is or what your Goliath is, whatever that is. Separate yourself from procrastination once and for all. Take the risk. You may find exactly what you're looking for in the very places you've been afraid to go. So wherever you're afraid of, go. Do it. Take the first step. Say the first words. Whatever. What's the worst that can happen? I mean, even as Christians, we go to heaven, something happens to us, which that's not going to happen with things that this devotional is talking about. It's talking about things that are emotionally scary for you, things that are scary for your ego, scary for your rejection wound, scary for, that's what I'm talking. The things that wounded us are the things we face in order for that wound to heal. It's amazing how God works that out in the mind and in the heart. Do you feel me prompting you? Don't ignore the nudges of my spirit. You will find me in the most unlikely places. You will find joy in the unknown. Be bold and do something new. Stop dwelling on the past. Don't even remember the former things. I am doing something brand new, something unheard of. Even now it sprouts and grows, matures. Don't you perceive it? I will make a way in the wilderness and open up flowing streams in the desert. Isaiah 43. So guys, not only do I believe we're in a season of God taking things that people thought were lost, but making them new, but also while you're in that new, I believe he's also leading us into completely new things. But don't discount the things that the world says that, you know, they gave up on, or maybe you gave up on, because Lazarus came back and so did Jesus. So just because it looks dead doesn't mean we have to have a funeral. So walk into the new in every way, you guys, as we approach this new year. I hope this blessed you. I'll pop in later.